Is it recording now?
I think so.
Why does this look wonky? Oh no. Hi, I'm Jess. No, that's the wrong thing. Third time lucky. Hi and welcome back to the Big Sis Little Bro Making Show. I am Jess, I'm the big sis. I live in South Oxfordshire with my husband and my daughter.
And I'm Jack, I'm the little bro, and I live in Oxford with my partner. And it's the third episode.
It is!
I can't believe it.
It's so exciting.
So, what we're going to do is talk about some finished objects.
Are we though?
Well, I'm not. Are
No.
you?
No.
Okay,
Not
so we're going to...
finish objects.
But we are going to talk about some whips.
Lots of whips in the whip pile.
Whips. Lovely. And then a little bit of the knitosophy.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's after that?
Swag. We've got some exciting, very exciting swag to share with you today. Sorry, I think I just jogged the camera. You all think we're on a cruise ship or something.
And then after swag, we've got the three nice things.
Yay!
But after that...
There's a very exciting giveaway. I'm so excited.
I'm almost too excited. I wish
too.
I could actually enter.
Me too. I know. I'm slightly sad. I don't know if we can have a word with the people involved.
Yes.
About duplicating. So yeah.
So do you want to kick us off with?
Well, I was gonna talk about our little visit first.
Yes.
We had a wonderful visit from the amazing Beki from Bex Creates. If you don't watch her podcast, get on it. She is so awesome. We've already gone on about how much we love her because she is the best ever. She is definitely responsible for a large portion of the swag because she is too kind, too generous, too wonderful. We've got a lot of exciting things to share. You may even recognise some of them if you've watched her podcast before. Because so lovely.
Yes, it's really blown us away.
It really has. For anyone who doesn't know, Beki is the sister of Claire of Bird Street Yarn, and there may have been an incredibly generous donation for our first giveaway. So if you watch till the end, we will have some information about how you can enter, and then we will obviously show you what you can win, but we're dangling it in front of you so that you watch the whole episode. So how have you been? Yeah, how's the knitting going?
You know what? The knitting is slow because it's always slow. But the thing is, I think it's good that we don't wait for me to finish a knitting before we record because otherwise there would be maybe one episode a year. So
I think at least 2.
I'm just here to chat, really. But yes.
You do the mindful knitting. You're good at it.
Sort of.
Before we do any of that, I did also want to say again a huge thank you for everyone for your incredible comments. We've had so many. I'm sorry we haven't even got through to liking them all yet, and but we read them and they are so wonderful. They're so heartening. I loved it in the last episode. So many people wrote where they're from, how they learnt to knit. It was just so lovely to read. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the knitting community later on. But please know that every single comment, every email, every little collaboration we've started discussing, there's exciting things on the horizon. But they all just fill our hearts. We're so, so grateful. It's really been amazing.
But I just have to also just second everything you said. I've actually just found it overwhelmingly generous and jaw-dropping, really, the kindness, the response. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. And to link to that, one of the things that a lot of people commented on, which was really needed, and I thank you all, everyone just went, rip out your sock, you don't like it. And I was like, yeah, I don't like it. Why am I making it? So I had a lot of validation. You guys are awesome. The sock needles have been I can't say it. It's too early. There. Removed. I haven't even done anything with the yarn yet. I just shoved it in a bag. Didn't think about it. All that to say was that I have got rid of that sock. So that's no longer in the whip pile. I've actually cast on a new sock. One of the amazing... There's a slight yarn cascade in the background. one of the incredible presents from Claire at Bird Street. She made us bags. So she made me this absolutely stunning, I mean, I'm beyond words. It's so gorgeous bag. It's got a Bird Street tag on it. Guys, if you don't follow Bird Street already, get on it because they are sensational. It's even got my beautiful teal inside. And I mean, I don't know how Claire has learnt to make such incredible bags, but they are seriously high quality. Right, we just gonna pretend you didn't hair off down the corridor there. Okay, we ready? So I started a different sock, and I won't lie, I mean, it's also slightly ugly, but I'm kind of leaning into this one a little bit more. So this is, sorry about my stabby DPNs. If anyone doesn't knit with DPNs, I think it makes them quite nervous because they do look like a weapon. So this is a slightly mad self-striping, it's a Paintbox yarn. I have got the label somewhere. That's not the right label. Maybe I haven't got the label somewhere. Oh, goodness. I will have to put the colourway down below, but it's a self-striping. It's essentially a sort of mad rainbow. The only slightly annoying thing is at the beginning it did a weird kind of jump cut of its own, really, where the yarn sort of was tied together and different colours sort of didn't really strike properly. And as I got to the grey and realised that's what's happened, I thought, oh, I should really just rip this out and start again from the grey because that's really going to look messy and horrible. And then I thought, I can't be bothered. And obviously now I'm full of regret. So it's just a normal vanilla sock. I don't really use a pattern. I normally do quite a big chonky cuff, so it's 20 rounds, I think, of, I've done 2x2 this time. Sometimes I do 1x1 rib. And then I normally do 60 rounds for the leg because I quite like a long sock. So that's just my own sock. I will do a shadow wrap heel, which you spoke about before. We'll try and link the pattern below because it is hands down my favourite heel. I absolutely love it. So quick, fits my foot perfectly.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
The leg, you said 60 rounds.
Yeah, sorry, I've got terrible hay fever.
I operate in like inches. Like, what are we talking?
Oh, I
don't
know. Oh, I don't. I don't know.
Okay.
Cool. This is nearly a third. This is nearly a third. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 stripes. So it'll probably be 12, 4, 8, 12. Let's not have the maths fail. There are maths fails coming up. So it will be, I think, about 12 stripes. Mm-hmm. So, and it's roughly sort of 3.5 stripes for the cuff. Obviously, I'm really funny. I know a lot of people can do socks that are like sisters, not twins, and I massively respect that, but I really have an issue with anything that doesn't match. So I will be pulling out tiny bits of these colours to try and replicate this on the other. It's so annoying, I don't even like it, but that's who I am. So.
Oh my god.
So that's the first whip, and actually I only started this the day before yesterday, so I've powered through quite well. I'm actually back at work now, so my knitting productivity gone down a little bit, just because I'm working quite a lot, don't have any time.
You'll still have like so much more productivity than me, so I wouldn't worry about it.
No, we're both productive. We just produce things at different rates.
I love what you were saying there about socks that are sisters, not twins. What about distant relations?
Look how much progress you've made.
I've just dropped the stitch marker. But yes, I'm on the toe of the peacock sock, which I've already talked about loads on the other episodes.
I think you've just dropped a stitch.
Oh no, I've dropped a stitch. So I'm going to try and fix that. But that's still my only whip because I'm still too hot for really any kind of chunky knitting, which means there's a lot in the freezer pile for me. But you've got more whips, haven't you?
I have, and actually in between my whips remind me to ask you about your jumper so that you can potentially even sneak a little picture in and and tell us where you've got to, because he has made progress on the jumper, so he says he hasn't. So my next whip is the floofy fluffy scarf, which I have to say, I mean, I really love the finished object. I think I said last time I wasn't hugely enjoying the process, and that is still unfortunately the case. So I haven't made loads of progress. The little yellow stitch marker is where I was before. So I've made some progress. And actually,
a lot of progress.
But the irony is it's really quick. It's really fast when you actually get going on it. Sorry, that wasn't me farting. That was, again, the chairs in the kitchen, because the baby is, as always, eating. And it's lovely. It's drapey. I mean, it's a bit crushed up because it's been a bag. But it's really nice. I really want what's going to come out of it.
Oh, and it's so soft.
It's really soft. It's lovely. It'll be a really nice sort of autumny, springy piece. I'm sorry if you can hear the baby yelling in the background. She obviously doesn't love this scarf, which is fair enough, really. So the only thing is, it's just, I don't know if you can really see, but the stitches are very, very fine because it's just a kind of lacy alpaca-y thing with nothing to hold with it, which is why it's so lovely and drapey. I did count, and I think I cast on 55 stitches. I counted the other day. I've got 49 stitches. So somewhere here, I've lost 6. I can't really see anything, and it's so kind of sticky. I don't think it's all going to fall out or anything, but it's because you can sometimes, if you're not looking properly, you can miss the actual little loop of yarn really easily. So I'm afraid I haven't done a lot on this. Like, that's not a lot of work that's actually made that much progress. It really wouldn't take that long to finish it, but again, as Jack said, it's been quite sticky. So, like, weather-wise, it's not been a great one. I will try and work on it.
When we get to autumn, though, it will
fly off the
you'll
needles.
You'll have it done.
But I want to wear it in autumn. So I'm doing it on. Sorry, I was just peering at my needles. I just need to accept middle age and wear my glasses more. So it's 5.5mm needles. It's Mode Rowan Alpaca Haze. The colour is, I think it just says a number on here, 012, but I think it's called silver. We put the details last time and I'll put them again. But and it's in my bag from Sostrana Grenna. We went to Sostrana Grenna again, didn't we?
We did.
With Beki.
We did. Oh.
There was some non-knitting swag purchases and I did not regret them. So now talk about your sweater, which you don't have, but we can overlay a picture.
Yes, I haven't got it with me because of amazing organisational skills. But I'm on the bottom ribbing,
which is amazing progress.
Which is I'm pleased about it, but I will say there's going to have to be so much ribbing because it's really gapey at the back, and I don't really love a big gape.
Are you thinking because it can sort of be almost like the the body equivalent of a balloon sleeve?
That's where we're going to end up.
Cinch in at the waist. I think that would actually look great.
I mean, that's my attempt, is to try and make something
quite a big rib band at the bottom.
Yeah. Not least because I like it when a jumper stays in place and is awkward if it doesn't.
You don't want to breeze up your back.
No, the kidneys, they need to be warm.
Can I just edit out my hay fever sniffs again?
Yes.
Sorry, I've gone really red because I just had to get up and blow my nose and flash my pyjama trousers. I also forgot to say I'm wearing the Ankers. I can't remember if I made the Ankers summer tee or if I actually just made an Ankers sweater and gave it short sleeves. But it's Ankers something by Petite Knit, Lion brand Coboo, I think was the yarn. I'm really sorry, I don't know the shade name, but blue. They don't do many colours in Coboo, so I think it should be quite easy to source if you wanted to.
It's really lovely though. I love the yoke detailing.
It's quite heavy and hot furs, it turns out, but very nice.
Is it difficult to do that kind of detailing?
It's ribbing.
It's just ribbing.
It's just ribbing. And
but it looks like
clever increases.
Ah.
You could totally do it. Everyone could do it. This is a really great pattern actually. It's really easy, very effective. It then goes on to stockinette for the body.
Really nice, and I love
bust shot for you.
I love that you've given it a short sleeve as well. That's really nice.
I like a short sleeve for summer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, excellent. Okay, onwards and upwards. Well, not really upwards actually. I haven't made much progress on my Mountain Mist. I'm only going to flash it briefly. If you are fascinated by the details of this, you are welcome to. I've just pulled my stitches off too. You're welcome to watch previous episodes where I was less overheated. And, well, I don't think I was actually. And I've talked about this in more detail. But it's a Tin Can Knits pattern called the Mountain Mist Sweater. As we've said before, clearly we have a colour theme. And I'm just plugging away on the body. I've not made lots of progress because it is quite hot to knit. This lovely stitch marker is from our friend Beki at Bex Creates. I've literally made that much progress. Not going to go on about it because there's nothing to say. It's just round and round.
Tell me this: how do you cope with Body Island? Because I find
with great difficulty.
Being bored is one of the things that I really hate.
So I need a good TV series, and
Right.
actually good lighting because that's quite dark. But I can knit without looking normally if it's if it's something like stockinette. So I would be able to knit that quite happily watching some form of thrilling TV series. We've just started The Crown actually, my husband and I.
Ooh.
I mean I've seen most of it before, but he hasn't, and the music is chef's kiss, as is the acting, as is the production, as is a wonderful program. But
Totally. But we
so
do
something like that. I could do an
to-
hour.
Yeah. Yes.
With good lighting, and then I would have made some progress. Did I do that?
No, of course not. But I do love to listen to those soundtracks even without watching it.
It's actually a
really
great
good.
thing to watch to listen to while you're working. I don't know why I'm giving you this as some hot tip, as if you've never ever listened to music before. But if you, like me, have a job where you need to concentrate quite a lot, and I often have to write things and do quite wordy things, so having spoken word and things is not always easy on the concentration. So I listen to quite a lot of film soundtracks and TV soundtracks.
Me too.
Not really TV actually, but The Crown features heavily in my writing of minutes or things like that.
Do you know what I've been listening to recently?
This is such a tangent. We will talk about some more knitting.
The soundtrack for the recent Far From the Madding Crowd is really lovely. It's Craig Armstrong.
Love Craig Armstrong. He did Love Actually.
Great, always great. But the Far From the Madding Crowd is lovely. There's a little bit of almost folkiness in there.
Always here for that.
Yeah, but then again, I love that film, so maybe that's what it is. Sorry. So
Lovely, that was a
have you got any
tangent.
more whips?
I've got one more whip, because when we saw our lovely friend Beki, Jack's sneakily drinking tea off screen, well, not really off screen, we're both just drinking, it's quite early in the morning, which is not why I sound very husky, it's because I've got terrible hay fever. Sorry about that if you hear my sniffing, and sorry about this rustling. That's the wrong bag. So we went to the Oxford yarn store because it's illegal to go to Oxford as a knitter and not do that. They're moving premises 2 doors down to a beautiful building, but they're still in the old one for now. So obviously,
and also we did want to go to the Woolhound actually.
We did.
I also love going to Woolhound.
We'll do
when
that
I'm in
next
Oxford,
time.
but yeah, next time we're in town, we'll do that.
Yes. So I bought a little bit of extra yarn. I do not need extra yarn, but I go to a yarn shop and not buy yarn. Supporting local businesses.
Can I insert a photo of the stash here?
Yeah, okay. Don't judge me. I do, in fairness, if you do see a photo of the stash, it's more organised than it looks because their boxes have genres and I have a very, very detailed spreadsheet.
It's really detailed.
So I have completely copied you.
Have you?
And yeah, because I'm making a Sophie scarf. This is flying too.
Is this where I go and get mine?
Have you got yours?
Yeah.
Oh. There has been some maths issue. Well, many maths issues with this. I'm doing it exactly as the pattern, or I was. I'm using the right, so it's 3.5mm needles. I've never used this before. I'm using Knitting for Olive Merino in a colour, sorry about the baby, in a colour called... Oh, well, that's the Paintbox yarn label. I can now tell you it's called Rainbow Stripes. So I've just taken the wrong one into the wrong bag. I think it's called Lavender Blue, but we will put we'll put the detail below. So I'm doing it exactly as the pattern. But I did the large size, and I mean, that would have had me cut off at about here, and then make the other half. I just don't feel that's going to be any use to me at all. So you made a bigger one.
Well, I just kept going until I'd used half of my skein.
But yours is a really functional size, isn't it?
So it's like, I mean, it's quite hard to show the length, but it's kind of like long enough to loop around
a couple of times, isn't it?
Like some kind of
nice, yeah.
Like loose.
So I'm thinking of having something a similar size. So essentially,
Yeah.
I mean, it's very easy to amend the pattern by just basically continuing until halfway through. But the maths fail is that, so we bought 2 balls because because we all 3 of us in the shop were like, surely 1 ball is not going to do it. So I've got now effectively over halfway through of the pattern, not halfway through for what I'm going to actually do, but yeah, I'm effectively, at least halfway through what the pattern would have me do. And these balls are 50 grams each. I weighed my ball, lol, and it's still 41 grams. So I've used just over a fifth of the ball to do this. There's no way I need 2 balls. There's no way I even need 1 ball.
But
it's just a total maths fail.
the original Sophie scarf is quite a kind of neckerchief vibe.
Yes.
Whereas you're going more drapey, right?
I am. So I think I'm going to keep going until I've probably used at least 20 grams of this. And then I will do the decreases and sort of have quite a long scarf, hopefully, out of this. Because I actually made a finagled kind of fake version of my own once of the Sophie scarf, where I didn't, do anything particularly special. I just made a scarf that increased every few rows. And I made it out of a lovely sort of, I think it was like a Lucky Dip yarn or a D-slash or something. It was really nice colours. But I didn't really figure, I did think when I was knitting it, it's a bit itchy. And it turned out it was a sock yarn. It was a blue-faced Leicester yarn. It's not, like, I've got quite sensitive pale skin. It's not Jess friendly at all, so I can't wear it. So I do have room in my wardrobe for a kind of quite summery but nice, sort of little scarf.
But is it just me? I also find the BFL quite itchy.
It's really
it's lovely that it's natural and from the UK.
So is merino.
Well, yeah, but
not usually from the UK.
Yeah.
So that's my whips.
Lovely. So now let's talk about some knitosophy.
Yes. So my question to you this week, caller, is what does it mean to you? This is inspired by how many wonderful comments we've had, really, from these amazing people around the world who have chosen to spend their time listening to us blather away. What does it mean to you to be part of the knitting community?
It means a huge amount to me because it's such a warm and friendly place and so accessible. Actually, there's few barriers to entry, as it were, and everyone is so welcoming. And for many, many years, I would watch other people's podcasts and feel like, I was a sort of silent member of the community, as it were. And so it's lovely to poke my head above the parapet like a little meerkat and discover that actually just, everyone is just so warm and welcoming, and particularly the kind of international viewership has been really staggering, because I really did just assume that we wouldn't have any kind of reach at all, and the fact that we have is incredible.
We love you.
We do. I just can't understand why people want to listen to us witter. But here we are.
I wonder how many podcasters would also say they felt the same.
That's true. And some of our favourites would probably be saying the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yes. Yeah. But that's what it means to me. What does it mean to you?
Very similar, really, I think. I am realising, particularly actually with a lot of the comments that we've had, and a few people that we've met, we used that phrase last week of like-minded friends, which is an incredible podcast. But it kind of feels like that, where sometimes you meet people who your Venn diagram of interests crosses over so much that it would sort of be hard not to get on, because you've just immediately got this open door of things you can chat about. Even, like I walked into the next door office to mine yesterday, and this girl was wearing a really lovely crochet cardigan, and I said, "Hey, did you make that cardigan?" Immediate chat. We were then talking about it, and
did she make it?
She did. Watch this space. I think I might be converted to the crochet granny square cardi. It's taken a little while. I think we're there. So watch this space. But to be able to kind of quite freely and easily just approach a conversation, I don't think I ever come across like this, but I'm actually quite shy. Well, I definitely come across as awkward and weird, but I don't come across as shy. I think I can present myself as quite confident, but underneath it's total gibbering wreck. And actually to be able to know that you're going to go into a space where conversation will flow and people will understand you is really valuable, because often we walk into spaces and you think, oh gosh, we're going to a party or a baby group or something, something where you're not sure whether you're going to be able to make conversation with people, and actually to know, you walk into a yarn show and you just immediately know these are your people. These are people who understand what you do and why you do it. And then the other thing is, I think actually there is, again, quite a big crossover with the neuro spicy brains. I think a lot of us are here.
Yes.
It gives us something. You and I think, a neuro spicy in a particularly attention challenging way. So we find, as we've said before, sort of being able to sit still and things very challenging. So it's a way for us to exist in a world where we feel comfortable. If we're going to sit on a train for an hour later, we will both need to knit and chat. Well, I will also need to look after my child, but it would be very difficult for us to sit quietly for an hour, or even chatting for an hour, without moving. And so it kind of
quietly, you said there, quietly is a really good word, because I get very, I've mentioned my anxiety before, but I get very socially anxious.
Yes.
So having an acceptable form of quietude is really...
Gosh, that was a big word.
Wasn't it?
We're terribly intellectual, aren't we?
And it's not even 9 a.m. here.
I
This
know.
is incredible.
Yeah, on form. Some of us have had so little sleep. Thanks to the child.
But she's really cute.
She's so cute, yeah.
Swings and roundabouts.
Not a lot of sleep at the moment. Which is the other reason that I haven't knitted very much. And also why we panderise.
So
should we talk about our swag?
Yes,
Swag
yes. That's what I was going to say. Could I start, because I'm really excited? You showed earlier a glimpse of a project bag that Claire at Bird Street had made for you.
Love yours.
Oh, my one. I can't believe how generous Claire's been, and I'm so mad sitting on the floor to show you this. Look at this beautiful bag. My favourite bit is the hot pink in it, which is just so exciting. And look at the inside. I love it. I love that it's like,
it's like secretly flamboyant.
Yes, that's such a good way to describe it. And they're really beautiful bags, these. And they're I also love the box bottom.
Yeah, so
good, obviously, for knitting projects. So I'm really excited about that. What about you?
Well, the wonderful Beki turned up with a huge armful of amazing presents, including these bags from Claire and the very exciting giveaway gift. But anyone who's watched Becky's podcast recently will have seen her make 2 of the Scra bag. The Scra bag, so I've never come across anything like this before. It's a knitted bag. And Beki, having very carefully kept this quiet on her podcast when she talked about them, has made them for us. I mean, what an incredible friend. She just blows me away. Look at this. I mean, it's unbelievably beautiful. They are so gorgeous.
Aren't
they? I don't know how, she's just, my knitting has never looked this even. Like, look at Beki's stitches. They are absolutely perfect. And she made this with a lot of scraps, which I love the idea of.
Yes.
And it carries on inside. It's double layered, so they're so squishy and soft and lovely.
It makes me want to wear it like some kind of bucket hat.
Some incredible... We could definitely put them on as hats. But we can't, because she's also filled them with the most beautiful tiny minis. Gorgeous minis. I don't know what any of these are, I'm afraid, but so you're just going to have to admire them. Look, there's a sparkly one. So she's balled up all of these wonderful minis for us. Look at that. That's a zebra one.
Oh my God.
Never knit with a zebra yarn before.
Zebra yarn. And I haven't knit with a zebra yarn yet.
It's about time.
But now.
So we were going to say, actually, for the comments this week, could you give us some scrappy project ideas? Because we both have a fair amount of scraps anyway, but these minis, and in this bag, I'm going to make a project that's got to really let these minis sing. So if anyone's got any nice scrappy projects, let us know. So we are so grateful to Beki. She also put lots of other little goodies in there, including some Tony's chocolonely, which I can't show you because it's gone.
Yeah, mine disappeared as well.
I like this one. Sorry, I just have to. That's just
but
so
also,
wonderful.
Has anyone else made the square bag?
Yes.
Square?
Scra. Yeah.
Because they're really cool and
very
I wonder
nice
what
size.
you use them for.
Thank you so much. So that was a major bit of swag from us. So the project bags that Claire made us, and these amazing bags full of beautiful minis. And then, as we discussed, we went to the Oxford Yarn store, and I've already shown you. So the knitting for Olive was my main purchase. I, as ever, made a maths miscalculation when we got to the till. I was like, "Oh, it's how much?" Obviously, totally worth it. It's very soft, actually, very soft and lovely. So I bought 2 balls of this. As discussed, definitely didn't need them. Didn't even need one. What can I make with 1 ball of 50 grams? It is actually, that's a good point. 250 meters. So if anyone's got any ideas, it's a lovely colour. I got it because it sort of goes.
I've also got a similar one. You've just reminded me in a sagey green.
Ooh,
so
lovely.
maybe we could have some kind of matching situation.
Matchy. So that, and then I bought one other thing which I've been eyeing up.
Oh.
Every time I go to the Oxford Yarn store, this is incredibly well priced as well. Sorry,
Good luck.
Nordic people. I think it's Isaya, but I'm not Nordic. So Isaya, I think some people say Isaga, but I think it is Isaya Alpaca 2, made in Peru, which is not a Nordic country. So it is 50% alpaca, 50% wool. So 50 grams is 250 meters. So this is a very light fingering. It's almost sort of lacy, and it's very, very fine. Incredibly soft, very beautiful, next to skin soft for me, I would say. I don't know about you, but I rarely find a good kind of foresty green yarn. I don't know what it is. There's a lot of beautiful teals out there, but I find it's quite rare to find a sort of solid green. I mean, it's pretty solid. It's got a little bit of variegation in it, but it's a lovely, rich tone. I don't know what I'm going to make with this. I just did that thing where I buy it and think I'll sort that out later.
But it is lovely. It's got a really nice shine to it as well.
Yes, very sort of silky and smooth. I've had an idea of what it could. I made a shawl for my wedding which was a lace weight. I made it out of West Yorkshire Spinners, exquisite. I don't think I've got a good picture of it, but if I have, I think I've taken a picture of it blocking on the kitchen floor. But it's essentially a big rectangle of lace, and then you sew the two, like the top and bottom corners together to make little sleeves. I don't know why I'm telling you this. You were there. You saw it.
Was, but it's like a sort of almost
like a
bolero
vibes.
Yes.
So I wonder if I'd have enough meterage to make something like that. That would be nice.
That would be really nice.
Because it actually would be a lovely little throw over a vest in the summer kind of thing.
Yes.
So yeah, that's unplanned purchase. Did you buy anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to show off basically now because
here for it. Always here for it.
I was really lucky to manage to get some Bird Street yarn in the shop update that they had recently.
They've just restocked this. So if you're watching this soon and it's not out of stock yet, get on it. I haven't got on it yet.
Out of stock already.
They literally put it in this morning.
Oh, have they put more up? Okay. So this, please hold. So this is the Beach Ready sock set.
It's so beautiful.
And I just, as soon as I saw it, I knew I needed to have it. I mean, look.
It's so you.
It's really me because it's got these like turquoisey greens and blues and pinks in there. It's so. No,
I was actually going to encourage it further.
Yes.
Over my head.
So it's gorgeous, and it comes in this lovely canvas project bag.
Yay!
And it had really cute stickers and a stitch marker with it.
It's cute. So lovely.
I can't get it in focus.
I think you have. Yeah, that's in focus. A little tiny flip flop.
How adorable is that?
You have to use that on this. It's got to be like a themed project.
Exactly. So I'm going to make some socks with it because I was thinking, I keep doing this, saying that the yarn's too nice, but actually I'm just going to use it because
your feet deserve it.
That's what nice things are for. I'm really, really pleased. I can't wait to get started.
Yay. I'm tempted to buy some and then we can have matchy socks.
I would love that. Do you know what I'd also love? Your 3 nice things I need to know.
Yes. So, the three nice things. The first, I think every week I'm going to end up, every podcast, not every week, I'm highly ambitious. We'd have to just give up our jobs and knit full time.
Sold.
If anyone wants to pay us to do that, email us in the comments. So, the first one is a podcast recommendation. It's actually it's a bit like Ali last time. Ali, we love you so much. She sent me the most beautiful email. I just
and she
adore
put
her.
the most lovely comment underneath, and
we were a bit
just
starstruck.
Love her even more.
Yeah, as if it were possible. So Gaynor of two channels, Gaynor Jane and Tales from Cuckoo Land. We will link all of these below, as always. Gaynor is another person who I find is really... It's not just knitting, she's inspiring for my whole life. She's incredibly sort of glamorous and beautiful, isn't she?
So glamorous.
I'm really envious of her garden as well. She's a really beautiful garden. And a lovely life in, I want to say Somerset. And what I really like about the things that she shares is there's a kind of a value system and intentions in them where she tries to really be kind to the planet. She's very intentional. She doesn't do things like sort of just randomly buy clothes on a whim. She's very kind of deliberate in, does this fit in my wardrobe, or does this fit with my aesthetic of my house, or is this eco-friendly? And I love the way that what she shares is the kind of things that I always kind of wish I was doing more of in my life, and even things like upcycling things that she finds, or charity shop finds, or she, I think, buys a lot locally and really supports local businesses and things. And I just think it really speaks to our sort of value system. But also, she's an incredibly talented crafter, and she not only knits but sews and does amazing things. She even does really beautiful pottery. She's well worth watching.
And
she's lovely.
The other day she recovered some books in beautiful paper.
Oh yes,
so
she's
that
so
kind
lovely.
of stuff I love. Yeah.
It's really beautiful, really wholesome content. She's really funny. Again, it's another person. I have to remind myself we really don't know her. If we ever meet her, we have to be like, we're strangers to you. We know, like, we've watched you for years, so we're like really creepy and know all about you. But we really love her. I think she's got a really kind of special bit of YouTube. So absolutely go and check her out. What's your first one?
I mean, this isn't new, but I only recently found this really interesting documentary on YouTube, History Hit, and it's a melding of two of my favourite things, which is Lucy Worsley and Jane Austen.
Oh, love
Lucy Worsley goes around Jane Austen's house and talks about Jane's life. And I love it. I loved it particularly because she and her sister Cassandra were very, very close, and chose to live together for a long, long time. And I thought, maybe that's a life plan for us.
I really like my neighbours, but I would kick them out if it meant you could move next door.
Yes, it's going to happen, surely. So, yeah, that's my first one.
Brilliant.
And,
we'll link it below.
We will. But also, in that documentary, she mentions Jane's Fund, which is a fund to help support the charity, which is the Museum of Jane Austen, where she used to live.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, it was really lovely.
Yes, another example of our towering intellect. My second one is not quite so toweringly intellectual, but this is a little... a plug for anyone who has, what do we call it, sensory sensitivities. So I have quite a few, well, I mentioned I get quite sort of itchy skin and things, but there's quite a few things that really bother me sensory wise. And again, I don't know if this is just a kind of highly sensitive thing in me, or if it's a neurospicy thing, or whatever it's linked to. But one of the things, so I have really funny things like that my socks have to be really, really pulled up. That's why I like quite a big rib on my socks. I can't bear them falling down, and things like, labels and things just make me feel a bit... So
I'm with you, yeah.
One of the things I'm trying really hard to do is be more on my skincare, because you don't get a face like this with nothing. Shiny, pimply. So And I realised quite recently that one of the issues I was having was that I really hate it when you're washing your face and brushing your teeth and things and the water drips down your arms. It's so horrible. So ridiculous as this sounds, I bought these mitts. I came across them. Someone else recommended them. I'm so sorry, I can't remember who it is. So I'm afraid I bought them off Amazon, but I will link a sort of similar one. You literally just put them on like this, and they are kind of fleecy and fluffy and quite thick. And as you wash your face, brush your teeth, do all of those things that might make drips of water, which then makes your teeth feel a bit funny, they just get absorbed. So it's such a silly little thing, but it has actually really helped me to actually wash my face, actually put my moisturizer, like actually do that routine.
Oh my God.
Which
you're
I
so
really,
right.
I struggle with, and I realised it was a sensory thing as much as anything else. So if anyone else out there has I know it's probably a really niche thing, but if anyone doesn't like that feeling, get involved. Even things like washing up.
Yes.
So
Yeah. Or even,
That's it.
I would find that with shaving.
right,
Be good. Yeah.
obviously I shave my beard daily, but other than so yeah, I really found them helpful. What's your next thing?
My next thing is, I've got to mention it. Our dad wrote a novel years and years ago, and I
Yes.
never read it. But I am now reading it, and it is good. Very
I'm not
good.
surprised.
Very, of course, it's our dad. But even if it wasn't, it's actually just really, really engaging and enjoyable, and it's kind of set across different time periods, which I'm really enjoying the kind of historical element of it.
Lovely.
So yeah, I just thought that would be one of my nice
Excellent.
things.
It's called Grace
Grace, yes, Grace.
by Michael Tasker Phillips.
Yes,
We will link down below. Was that anything more you want to say? on
I know, just I would recommend it. I think it's genuinely a really good and fun read. Well, it's fun so far. I'm already hooked.
that? Excellent.
What's
We've been talking. Sorry over each other. Which I know some people find annoying. I'm really sorry. It's just how we roll. So my final thing is I have tried to stop using my phone in bed, which I know is a terrible habit anyway, but you know, this is a safe space. I am a bit of a doom scroller at night. I'm a terrible sleeper anyway, even without adding a baby into the mix. And I've decided that once I get into bed, I need that to be a screen-free time. And I've just got myself a little notebook, and I mean, I don't think I can really call it full kind of bullet journaling, but I'm each evening sitting down in bed and just writing down a little kind of what's happening tomorrow, what's my little meal plan, what exercises or stretches or whatever am I going to try and fit in. And then actually last night I wrote sort of what am I anxious about tomorrow, have I got a little mantra of sort of kindness, some goals that I might want to achieve, like remembering to actually put hand cream on during the day and things. And it's only been 2 or 3 days, but I think it will make a really big difference. So I'm sure I'm preaching to the converted, and a lot of you are horrified that I doom scroll through the night on my phone. I hope will actually make the sort of bedtime a little bit nicer. And I tried not listening to audio content to go to sleep, and that went down very badly. So I do then have it with a very low playing audiobook in order to go to sleep.
I do the same, and I think there'll be more people than admit it will be doing the doom scrolling.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, I
pervasive,
often
isn't it?
do a jigsaw puzzle on the phone or something, but
yeah.
even if you put all of the kind of night shift things on, it is still an electronic, quite bright screen. So hoping a little bit of analog notebook and things is going to help. So
I love that, and I've also been doing a little bit of bullet journaling recently, and it does really help me just feel a bit more across what's actually going on.
yeah.
So my third thing
Yeah.
is something that I noted in my bullet journal, which was
So on brand.
So on brand. We went to a really interesting exhibition yesterday at the Western Library in Oxford. I appreciate that this will be difficult for people who aren't local.
Almost everybody to come to.
But maybe you could look up some of the early Radio Times editions. I'm a graphic designer, so I just love all the 1920s, 1930s design
Lovely.
in those magazines. And it was really exciting to see it.
So I'm aware we've been rabbiting on for a significant amount of
Too
time.
long.
Oh my gosh, we actually need to leave in half an hour. So the final thing is our giveaway. Last but very much not least, so this incredibly generous, wonderful gift from Bird Street Yarn. Look at this. It is stunning. It's got the teal, which is basically our brand now, but it's got teals, pinks, yellows, greens, everything. This is so rich, so saturated in a wonderful way. This is a one-of-a-kind sock set, so this is something we can't buy.
Sadly.
No, I mean, I absolutely would in a second. It's even got some really lovely speckles in it. Claire and John at Bird Street are absolute magicians when it comes to yarn dyeing. Their yarn is always stunning, but this is a unique set. So if you would like to be the person who wins this, we will do a random draw from the YouTube comments. If you would like to be in that draw, please write us a comment with the word bird, so BIRD. You just need the word bird somewhere in there, and we would love to know what you would make with these. It's a sock set, so socks are immediately come to mind. Doesn't have to be socks. Could be an interesting sock pattern. Let us know what you would make with it and put the word bird, and we will draw a random winner and we will let you know in the next podcast. So thank you so much to Claire and John. It's absolutely blown us away. We couldn't have imagined having incredibly generous prize for our first giveaway. So give us a comment, let us know, and we will draw a winner for this beautiful yarn.
If we can bear to part with it, of course.
Debatable. We better go because we've got to go out for the day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
for
as
watching
ever.
And for giving us your time. It's a real privilege. So
It really
thank
is.
you.
And if you enjoyed this, what can I do?
What's the thing? Like and
subscribe, share with anyone who you think might enjoy it. Let's spread the love. We just love being part of this space. It really does bring us a lot of joy. So thank you so much. We hope you all have a lovely weekend, if that's what you're going into, week, if that's what you're going into. Yeah, let's see you again soon.
Bye.